In 1975, Pink Floyd were in Abbey Road recording a song about their lost founder, a man who had disappeared from the music world 7 years earlier. Then the studio door opened. He walked in. None of them recognized him. He had shaved his head. He had shaved his eyebrows. He was unannounced, unexpected, and completely at ease. He had been the most brilliant of them. He founded the band, named them, wrote their first songs, sang, played guitar. He was the creative center of everything. In 1967, their first album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, was unlike anything London had heard. He was 21 years old. He was one of the most original minds in British music. By 1968, his behavior had become erratic and unpredictable. The band quietly brought in his old friend David Gilmour to cover his parts. Then one morning, on the way to a gig, they simply stopped picking him up. There was no formal dismissal, no meeting. They just didn't call. He was 22 years old. He recorded 2 solo albums in 1970, and then, quietly, he was gone. They were recording Wish You Were Here, an entire album about his absence. The centerpiece, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, was a direct tribute to him. Then he walked through the door. He had shaved his head. He had put on significant weight. None of them recognized him for several minutes. When they did, one of them wept. He stayed for a while, said little, and left. It was the last time they ever saw him. He moved back to Cambridge into his mother's house and spent the next 30 years painting and gardening. He cycled to the shops. He grew roses. He went back to his birth name, Roger. He never played music again. The people who knew him said he was peaceful, content in his garden, content in his studio, content to be nobody famous. He was not the tragedy the myth made him. His name was Syd Barrett. He died in 2006, age 60, in Cambridge, the city where he was born. He never attended his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He left behind one of the most original bodies of music of the 1960s, and 30 years of paintings almost no one has seen. He once said, "I'm not anything that you think I am anyway."